Hello there and welcome to Crafty Old Women. My name's Sue and today I'm going to do some applique in the hoop, which I've been doing a few of them for a few days. I've done a hippopotamus, which there, an elephant, which is there. They're all reading, so we're trying to encourage all our younger and older people to read. Now these I will put into a quilt, and yep, and then we'll see how it goes from there. There's actually 10 in this series, 5 of which there I've done. So we will get on with yep, doing some others. Then after that, for those that have been on before, I'm doing a memory quilt in memory of my cousin who passed away 2 years ago. And I think it'll be a great gift for my auntie and uncle. So, or maybe I'm just being a bit of a softie, which is fine as well. So here we go. Once I choose which one we're going to do. Oops, a daisy, pressed the wrong button. What shall I do today? I've done the panda, done the lion, tiger, elephant and hippo. Maybe the monkey might be the best one. 1 minute, what's this one? This is a... No, I think I'll do the monkey. What colours have I got here? I don't have a brown to do the monkey on, but maybe... no, I won't do the monkey. I'll do something else. Maybe the giraffe. Yeah. Let's see what else we've got here. Rhino. Just trying to see what colours I've got here, that's all, to make before I make a decision. Actually, the monkey might be alright. I'll do him on a green. Not that you've seen too many green monkeys, but... yeah, he might be fine. Right, we'll get the right colours and everything, and we'll go from there. This is probably the boring part, just watching me thread up, but it's also a very important part. These are actually designed by Creative Kiwi, which I use a lot of lately. I've become sort of addicted to them actually, and these are just a new design along with a couple of others that I've just purchased as well. So, yeah, there'll be some pretty cool stuff coming out of here in the next couple of days, week, whatever. I also got another one yesterday called Lovely Denim or Denim Darlings, which I'm really enthusiastic to try as well. But I don't know whether anyone can see or not, but I've got 3 quilts over there that are ready to just have the binding on. That's beside the memory one. What colour am I going to do that? Maybe that green. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I've got to get a green that looks a bit like this one. Green, halfway between a green and a blue. No, that's too blue. That's too green. There we go. This one might do the job. Looks pretty good. There you go. We'll go that one on there. Hi, Nana. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the fact that I've got big eyes. I think, along with my glasses. All the better to stitch with. That is exactly right. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff being stitched at the moment. I'm enjoying it anyway, that's the main thing. And if everybody out there in television land or computer land enjoys it, that's all the better. I apologise because it takes a little bit of time to get this all threaded up and set up. But it's worth it in the long run. Oh, I'll definitely stick with it. There's not a problem there. I love it. I love doing it. I love people's reactions. And where are you today, crazy gamer? Or crazy old gamer? Just call you crazy. No, call you gamer. Because crazy's... nah. And how's your day been? I hope it's been a good one for you. Or going to be a good one for you. How to waste time? Oh, I can find plenty of time to waste time. My son's watching some sort of racing today. Because in Australia there's Sandown or something or other, motor racing. There was a pretty bad accident yesterday there, though, he was telling me. Oh, yeah, okay. You're nocturnal. Oh, okay. Yes, definitely morning to me too. Okay, so we shall start. What sort of games do you play? Why not? That's what retirement's all about, isn't it? That's what I found with retirement. Sensory games. Okay. Yeah, my sons all play games too. They're gamers. Okay, so we missed the next thing. And there you go, on to the next one. Yep, my grandkids play Skyrim, and so did their dad a bit. So, yes, I know about that. I'm not up on the games too much myself, but, yep, I've heard the name of a few of them. Thought that was going to go over the edge. Yeah, sewing stops me from getting bored. I think if I didn't have it, I don't know what I'd do. I really don't. Oh, okay, I can do that, yeah. Yes, it is quite an amazing sewing machine. It's only embroidery, but I've got some pretty awesome designs. I've actually got other sewing machines around as well, which I can do normal sewing on. I've done lots and lots of different sewing in the past. From, you know, not having any money when the kids are young and making their clothes to, yeah, doing swimwear, doing all sorts of things. But this is so much more fun. Yes. I think there's a lot of people that would sort of do backflips if they could get their hands on one. What sort of things does your wife do? And the thing is that I like about this is you can just sit and watch it. The first one that I had was just a single threader. This is a 4-threader. And about 2 weeks after I got my single threader, my first one, I fell down and broke my leg. And I had my husband set it up on the bed, and I used to just do it sitting on the bed. Okay. So what sort of new things does she make out of the clothes? Does she do quilts and stuff? Because originally, I mean, that's how quilts were made, because people just didn't have the money to buy new fabrics. So they used to pull clothes apart and make them out of that. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. I bought some wedding dresses a few years ago, a long time ago. And yeah, I was going to sell them, but I think I might pull them apart and make quilts or something out of them. I mean, the thing is that I like is that it's all unique. You're not going to find another one the same. And I'm a bit of a fuss pot where things like that's concerned. You should go and bring your wife out and let her see. Okay. quilts are not as hard to make as what people make out they are. But having said that, I was just saying to my husband, I wouldn't do the traditional ones. They are absolutely beautiful, but I don't have the concentration span. I like instant gratification where I can do this, watch it, see how it works. And then, I mean, some of them take a long, long time to do. I started doing one for someone the other day, a panda. And it worked out it was going to be like 7 hours or something. And I thought, nah, it's just too long. Yeah, they are. They do knitting, they do crocheting. I mean, the thing is too, like, I've got grandkids as well as kids. And my grandkids who live with me, they get about 5 quilts each or something like that. I mean, my son is really into Star Wars. I did him a Star Wars one. My grandson is into, I've just got to take this off. My grandson is into Guardians of the Galaxy. I did him a Guardians of the Galaxy one. Harry Potter. So there's embroideries for almost anything you could want. Just trying to put this up so you can see what I'm doing. You've got to try and get this pretty close to the edge of the stitching because it'll stitch over. And this particular one's like a rope pattern. I was a kid of the 70s too. In fact, my eldest son was born in 1974. And then, you know, we go into the 80s. But, yep, so I was definitely one of the 70s kids as well. In fact, I left school in 1970. And it's really quite funny because his dad took him to the first Star Wars movie when he was only very young. And now he's sort of got kids of his own, and the lot that I've got here, they were pretty spoilt because whatever comes out, they get quilts for. In fact, I said to my husband this morning, I really don't know what I'm going to do with all these quilts, but I just enjoy making them. I do sell a few, but nowhere near as many as I make. I'll actually show you these ones again that go with this design. I'll put this on and we have a hippopotamus. I did these yesterday. Yeah, there we go. Hippopotamus. An elephant. They're all reading books. We've been doing a lot of reading pillows, which is basically just a cushion with a pillow in the a flap. Okay. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I think my bobbin's broken. My thread. Oh dear, I didn't pull it through properly. I've got a friend that does, or used to, probably not so much now, does cushions and gives them to the homeless. Yeah. When I lived in the house before I lived now, yeah, I was part of a group and we used to do a lot for the homeless and underprivileged and stuff like that. You know, we had ladies that used to knit mittens and, scarves, jumpers, and we'd just give them to people. Oh, dear. I've really stuffed up here. I've got to go back. I was talking too much. Um, it's great. It keeps your ears warm. Actually, my brother is a truck driver, and he said to me a couple of years ago, he wanted one in a particular football team colours, so I knitted him one. But it's funny because yeah, love neighbours like that, don't you? Hey, it's great because this is what we grew up with, was that having fresh veggies in the yard or in the garden rather than the ones in the supermarkets. I'll have to pull some of that apart. Um, yeah, I think there should be more of it. More neighbourly love. Yep. Uh, I couldn't grow. I can't grow weeds. They grow themselves. I'm not much of a gardener, although there is a few members of my family that are. In fact, one of them has a nursery. He never got any good to me. I'd never make anything out of him. But I think it's great if you can do that sort of thing because it, well, not only helps you, but it helps your family as well. I love to see everything pretty. I love flowers. I love vegetables. But I couldn't grow them. And where we live, when we first moved here 6 years ago, we put in a few trees. Yeah. But they all died. And because we're on tank water too, so we don't have an overabundance of water to water them, which doesn't help the situation any at all. But yeah, it's really good to have all the... I love fresh vegetables anyway. Yeah, you have to. And the grey water from the washing machine and that as well. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, my husband does woodwork, so if you want, log on to Woodworking Masterclass. He does a lot of woodworking, obviously. Yeah. Oh, you just can't, we would run out of water so easily if we left the water running. And because there's 6 in the house, so that in itself takes quite a bit of water. But yeah, as I was saying, Woodworking Masterclass. You get lots of great tips on little bits and pieces there as well. He even had my grandson down there in the shed yesterday. Okay, yeah, well, we live out on 2 acres. So we've still got water, town water, but we mostly run off a tank. So you've got to preserve what you can. But, you know, when you're on city water or town water, you don't really think too much about it. Although, having said that, I was born in the country as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we put ours through a couple of different filtration systems. But yeah, I go to friends' places that are in the city or town, and the water is terrible. Oh,
What?
he frightened me. That's my
I
husband.
just got a message that cranky old women were on. So
Oh, right. And I've been telling people this gentleman, what a great person you are.
Well, I am.
With Woodworking Masterclass.
Yeah, but I just give you a kiss.
So yes, I can have kisses.
Well,
that's
whilst
fine.
you're there, would you like some chocolate?
Oh, yes, please.
Do you want a twirl or a Turkish delight?
Oh, Turkish Delight sounds wonderful. Thank you. Even if I bought them for you. Hello, Mr. Crafty.
Hey, what? Mr. Crafty.
Yeah.
Cranky sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No, he's all right most of the time. Most of the time. Nah. Love him to bits. Been married for 40 years. But who can say no to chocolate? Yeah. Sometimes it's not easy, but it's better than trying to break somebody else in. I think after this many years, I wouldn't be bothered. Yep. And he's not a bad old fella, really. Even if he does call me cranky. Actually, it was quite funny when we were coming up with the crafty old women. We come up with crabby. We come up with all sorts of things. Nah. Nah. Look, I think it doesn't matter where you come on the boardwalk. As long as you're happy, you're keeping each other good company, particularly as we get to these 60s, 70s age group. I think if you're stuck with them this long, you'll probably be with them for a long time. Although my mother-in-law told me, a long time ago, that she had a couple of friends in their 80s. And the lady come to her one day and said, "That's it, I'm getting a divorce." I went, "Why?" "Just because I'm sick of him." I went, "Well, I'm sorry, but that's not a good excuse. But, after you've been married for 50, 60 years, why would you bother? Just put him in the other bedroom. If you got another bedroom, that is." I think she might have had a touch of dementia, yeah. Either that or a bit of craziness there somewhere. Nah, I think the purpose in life is to be happy, regardless of what happens. Here comes my Chucky!
Try and be happy.
Oh, anyone would think you had a hard life.
That was my last Turkish delight.
Oh, look, I'll share. No one just throws the perfect husband away. No, I don't think anyone's perfect. Not even wives are perfect.
Oh,
But
that's not what you tell me. I'm going for what you
yeah, you go before I corrupt you. Ha ha. Chocky, yummy. Yep, just perfectly good, that's right. Yeah. Yep. So how many beanies is your wife up to now? And actually, the ones that I used to do is, like, as a kid, yeah, priorities do change with age, that's for sure. They French knitting on pegs in cotton reels, only these are called a loom, so it's a big round thing on different sizes. You can have them like for newborns to do the little tiny ones, or up to adults, even bigger ones for kids' jumpers if you wanted. I did them for a while. But I get a bit peeved because the lady that was running the group used to take the best of everything. And I thought, well, that's not what it's all about. Yeah. Okay. Look, the main thing is that they're all going to good use. Yeah, I did quite a lot of smaller quilts a couple of years ago, and I gave them to the local hospital. My mum had been in hospital and had passed away down there, so I went through a few medical things myself, and I thought, as rehab, I'm going to start making quilts for the hospital, which I did. Funny story was, though, I was talking to an acquaintance, I suppose, some cop friend, one day, and she was saying about this lovely quilt that her sister-in-law or daughter-in-law or something bought at the local hospital. And I went, oh yeah, you know, all right. And she bought it out, and blow me down, it was one of mine. And I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. And then she goes, oh, what's so funny? I went, that's one that I made. She went, oh, okay. So then I made a couple more for her grandkids as well. But yeah, it's a small world, that's for sure. So what does she do for a job? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? It really is quite amazing. Ooh. Look at it. I have to stop that for a second, otherwise I'm going to end up in big trouble because I forgot to change the threads. There we go. She sells money to richer people. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. We can go back onto that one now. Yes, you'd like to think you got lots of money that you could just wouldn't have to worry about it, wouldn't you? I was hoping I'd won lotto last night, but it didn't happen. Well, I haven't had the phone call yet anyway. Yes. Yeah, I don't think it'd be very wise for her to bring some home. She might end up in deep doo-doos. And I hate to see anybody. A lawnmower? Oh, okay. What sort of a lawnmower? A ride-on lawnmower or a push-on lawnmower? Look, I think your lawnmower's fairly simple. Okay. Well, we've got a ride-on lawnmower because we've got 2 acres. And my husband just loves it. Not that he has a lot of time, but a push mower. I'm already fat and I don't care. No, we all need a bit of exercise, but it's fun. Ride-on mowers are fun, apparently. I can't get close enough to ours, not that I really want to. I do too. Yes, definitely come from a cuddly lot. Actually, I've got 3 sons. Yeah. Yep. Actually, my son came home from overseas a few years ago. He's been over there for 10 years. And he went to the doctor to get a full checkup. And the doctor told him he was morbidly obese, which at 35 he took to heart. But now it hasn't stopped him from eating niceties, I must admit. He loves them. He works hard, but likes his tucker. He's a bit like his mum. It is a strong word, isn't it? He's 35, he's 6 foot, and he's 115 kilos. But apparently it's on this whole scale of things which doctors do these days. It's this whole weight strategy and structure thing. But he's going back overseas. Well, he wants to go back overseas next year, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm more into the Imperial as well. Yep, because that's what we grew up with. Yeah, well, he was in Canada. Don't worry about that. My spelling is absolutely atrocious as well. As soon as this is finished, we start doing the monkey. I was saying before about the memory quilt that I've got to put the edges on. Yeah, my cousin passed away a couple of years ago, so I told him, Mum and Dad, that I'd make them a wall hanging with photos of her on them. So I've almost finished it. I've just got to put the edge on and then the hoops for them to hang it up. Okay, yep. That sounds like my nephew. He's 6... Yeah, I think he's about 6'6", 6'7", something like that. He was, a few years ago, was actually offered a scholarship for the MBA in the States. that decided against it. He was a pretty good basketballer until he hurt his back. Nah. Yeah, I think it's all right. You know, he works hard. I agree. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm a great believer and you should have a bit of weight on you, because then if you get sick, you've got enough to fight it. Actually, it's really quite funny, because this doctor that told him that is sort of a friend of ours as well as being our doctor. And he's off sick at the moment because he was out there playing sport and has injured his knee. So he's had to have a knee replacement. Oh, I think it was a knee replacement. So he's actually off work. And the other doctor, well, she's always telling us all that we've got to lose weight. Yep. Yeah. Nah, I think I'll be still have me little bit of a tummy on me forever. I don't come from a skinny family either. My grandmother was 5 foot tall and probably 5 foot wide. Almost. But she was the most cuddly, lovely person. What are we doing here? Well, I thought we were going to change colours and wreck my system completely. It is, isn't it? Very, very mesmerising. Just watching it all evolve and develop. Sometimes you just sort of think, oh yeah, ho-hum, and then all of a sudden it just seems to pop. It just seems to come out and you think, wow. Yeah, I decided to do these all different colours, and I'm going to call it popcorn, because popcorn's all different colour. There's strange things that come to you in the middle of the night, I guess. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. They definitely have a mind of their own. That's amazing, isn't it? Just the thoughts of people back then, and the technology of today, which I must admit, a lot of the technology I don't like. But having said that, I like dishwashers. I like automatic wash machines. I like the machine. Yeah. Although if we had to, I think people of our generation could go back to treadle sewing machine, washing by hand. The generation of today, I don't think they could survive. Yeah, it is hard. And the development, it's incredible. Yep. We definitely would be dead without science. I mean, I had a brain operation 4.5 years ago, which was another reason for me to get into this and giving back. And now, you know, they do... It's not actually the surgeons that do it. It's a computer, like a robot. He was explaining to me before he did the operation, which was a bit scary, that, yeah, he just sits in front of a computer screen and the robot does it, which is a bit scary when they're dealing with your brain. And apparently it's the same with heart operations. It's all done with computers these days as well. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. My mum was actually crippled for 2.5 years when she was 18, with arthritis, with osteo. But yeah, it is quite an adventure to get around sometimes. So you just got to, I guess you've got to keep as mobile as you can. Much and all as it's not easy. Yeah, I don't doubt that for a minute. I've got a 43-year-old who has been on a walker. Yeah, you've just got to keep working hard at it. You know, he's been on a walker. This morning he came in on a walking stick, and he's only 43 years old. I guess you've just got to have the determination to do it. My husband, my husband said when I had the brain op, he'd never seen anyone as determined as I was, that I was going to walk again and that I was going to get over it. But I figured I've got too many people dependent on me to just throw in the towel. And besides that, I decided the man upstairs wasn't going to take both my mother and I in the 1 week. So there's a certain amount of determination there as well. Nah. No, we've just got to keep on going, I suppose. Just one day at a time. Absolutely. Actually, my cousin's wife, her mum only died a 18 months ago, and she was 100 plus 10 days. That's not bad, really. But, you know, if you've got problems, would you want to be that old? Would you want to be that dependent on people? You know? I don't want to be a burden to my kids. Yeah. I've got plans for when I'm well in my 80s. So nobody's going to get the better of me. There's what you call determination. My auntie, who's 93, has just moved into a nursing home. I'm surprised she's still there because she's a real crabby old cow. and But she's loving it, absolutely loving it. As she said to me, she said, I don't have to cook meals, I don't have to do my own washing. If I don't want to talk to anyone, I just stay in my room. Yeah. Which surprised me big time because I didn't think that she'd ever get on with other people. I used to nurse in a nursing home. And, yeah, you get some people and they... Nah. I don't think anyone should be alone either. Oh, okay. Yes, if you get along with people, that's great. Actually, I was talking to this particular auntie the other day, a few weeks ago. I only ring her probably once every 2 or 3 weeks. And she was saying because of the flus that have been going around in Australia, they were all isolated to their own rooms. And she said it's so flipping boring. Even although she had a TV and everything else, I think after a year, she's got used to having people around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'd like to go into a nursing home and be dependent on somebody, but then I don't really want to be a burden to my kids either. Oops, we've run out of bobbin. But, as long as you have the computer, you're fine. Yeah. Yep. Sounds like my son. But, as we said, when you can't do a great deal of anything else, you live at a restaurant. Oh, okay. Oh, you'd like to live at a restaurant. What sort of food do you like? Yeah. Yes. Oh, you're a papa as well. Yes, my husband's a papa. That's what I said for my children. They need good wives that'll bring them their slippers and their cigarette if need be, or their computer, and just make life nice. It definitely is the little things in life that makes it worth going for, isn't it? So, besides twitching, which sounds a bit weird, but what else do you like to do on the computer? Playing games, obviously. Yeah. Well, I'm actually older than my husband, but only by just under a year. Why not? I know a lot of people that it's all about them. And they ain't as old as we are. I think the generation, our kids, yeah, they're the generation where it's all about them. At least if she's younger, well, actually, my mum was 20 years older than my dad. He was 95 when he passed over, and then she went 3 years later, just over 3 years later, and she was only 77, so, yeah. This is where monkey comes about. I'll just stop that and cut that off. Maybe. I'm just wondering, should he have pink ears? No, white ears will be fine. Yep. Yes, I definitely like my tucker. And seriously, why be afraid of it? It's going to come to all of us. And we've just got to enjoy every day that we've got here. Yep, life's for the living and you got to enjoy it. Yeah. Yes, I mean, seriously, when we were kids, we thought if we got to 30, we were old. And now you think, life doesn't start until well after that. In fact, I reckon I've had more fun since I was 50 than beforehand, because you've got all the challenges of buying houses, bringing up children, although I've still got them. Yeah, because I'm bringing up my grandkids, or we're bringing up our grandkids, or a couple of them anyway. Oh, I wouldn't want to go back. I really would not want to go back to those days. Yeah. Just have to enjoy every day that you've got. Is it? Every day's a bonus? I'm just sort of thinking here as I'm going. I do have a recommendation thing on the thing over here. But I never go with the colours that they recommend anyway. I like to be different. I don't think so either. I really do not think that they will either. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the States, but in Australia now they're trying to make the retirement age 75. Oh, okay. 72, yeah. It used to be 65 here. But I guess we retired reasonably early and we do what we want. Yeah, exactly. Trying to work for ourselves and do silly things like we do. And what's even best is we can share what we do with other people, both with Steve and his woodwork and me and this. And besides that, both places are our solitude. I might change that to a white. Oh, no, we won't go to white. We'll go to something else. What will we go to? Maybe yellow? And that's a yellow. Purpley colour might do. Yeah, absolutely. Well, when we bought the house, this area that I'm in now was just an undercover veranda. And my husband built it into a sewing room for me. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've actually got, it probably got 4 cars in it originally. So now it's nice and big, but I've still got it full of everything. And in the other half of it, I've got a wall dividing I've got 2 compactuses full of fabric and craft stuff. So I'm not going to run out in a hurry. But, yeah, I say to my husband, sometimes I'd like to get a few more quilts out there with people. But he said, do you enjoy doing it? Do you really need the money? Nah, I don't. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, it's keeping your mind active. I think whenever we're doing things that challenge our mind, whether it's computers, whether it's radios, whatever, there's less chance of us getting Alzheimer's, dementia, this type of thing. And we keep going. Yeah. I don't like coffee, but I definitely like my hot chocolate. So we've discovered a new coffee shop, whatever, called San Chorizo. I'm presuming it's all over the world, but and they sell the most beautiful hot chocolate. And Swiss, I think it's Swiss chocolate. So that's our little luxuries. We can't have you being robbed of your coffee. Do you sleep? Oh, that's why you're a nocturnal person, because you drink your coffee. It's keeping you awake. Yeah. Yes, well, it's coming into summer here. So, yeah, we get oh, you garden at night. That's a good idea, actually. Got the night lights and all that out there so you can see what you're doing. I don't know whether you can see. Oh, I'll bring that up closer. Oh, okay. Not enough to scare off the foxes. Yeah, okay. Do you get many foxes? Do you have chickens? Yeah, we thought about yeah, having chickens where we live now, but the foxes would get them too, I think, because I love fresh eggs. Because I do an awful lot of cooking as well. Right, okay. I think they live where, yeah. Because I think there's, with buildings and everything, we're taking over a lot of the animals' habitat. So yeah, they need, yeah, they mostly live on handouts for sure. I think that's probably why they raid the hens' nests and stuff like that here, particularly. You get some of the big farms and they're just massive, massive, massive. Hey! You give them raw chicken. Okay, yeah. I'm looking here to see what other colours I'm going to do. I'm a wee bit confused at the moment. Yeah. So what do you pay for, say, chicken thighs there? I'm trying to think of the comparisons there to here. I think we can buy thighs for about $5.99, $6.99 a kilo. They're a cheap meal. Oh, okay. Gee, that is well good, isn't it? Are they specifically for animals? Like I mean, you can buy dog bones and stuff like that. Okay. Wow. Okay. Right. Okay. Hmm. I used to go to a pie shop when we lived at the other house, and oh, it's people food too. Oh, okay. What am I doing here? Oops, it's popped out of the thing. Oh, okay, yeah, from the farm's nice for sure. some dropping things every which way here. Yeah, I buy a lot of chicken because my family likes chicken, all except for my husband, because he grew up on a farm in England, and a lady next door had chickens, and he used to go over there and then watch them being killed, and sort of turned him off chicken. Catch up with you later, and thank you for joining me. And enjoy your dinner. We will catch you next time, perhaps. Thank you very much, and take care. What are you doing here? Oh, yeah, there we go. What a cute monkey. How sweet, how sweet. There you go. So there's our monkey. Whoops. There we go. Isn't that just so sweet? Now I shall do one of the others. Work out which one and go from there. There's 10 in the group, so that's number 6 that I've done. Rhino? No. Panda I've done. Rhino I haven't. Lion I've done. Monkey. Panda I've done. Giraffe. There's a good giraffe. I will just frame this one up, and then I will, first of all, I've got to iron the material to thread it up. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a sausage. Right, back again. We frame it all up, and then we're going to do a giraffe. Giraffe! Oh, lost my headset. And if there's anyone out there that'd like a chat, please come ahead and have one, because I enjoy a chat. Just a little one. There we go. Back again. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. Nearly fell over. Oh. Oh, my ear's all crumpled up now. Change the threads. That's it. I'll have a bit more of my chocky. And what colour am I going to do? Oh, reach over here. Oh, that's a nice one. We'll do the giraffe on that. Which means I need a nice light blue. Yep, that sounds fine. That looks fine. Better put that on and fill the bobbin too, I guess. Oh, there we go. Finally got it through. Okay, what am I up to now? Run this through. And that one. Okay. and here we go. Might be. So. Add one. Then we can put this one in. Hello there, Oodleize. How are you today? Hello. I hope you're having a good day. What I'm doing is reading animals. I'm going to put it into a quilt. The one I'm doing at the moment is a giraffe. I've done a tiger, a panda, a lion, an elephant, and a hippopotamus. So they'll eventually go into a kid's quilt, of which I do a lot of. I've also been doing a lot of, what are they called, book pillows. They're just a cushion with a pocket in it to put a book in, or your bookmark. I've been doing a few of those too. Kids love them. It's only a new idea that I saw recently, and I thought I might as well get on the bandwagon. How did I start doing this? The embroidery or the twitching? The twitching I got onto through my husband, who has his own channel called Woodworking Masterclass. The embroidery, it was something I saw a long time ago, and I went, oh, I'd love that. So my husband, my father-in-law, and my sister-in-law bought me my first embroidery machine 15 years ago. And to start off with, I didn't even know how to turn it on. I'd been sewing for a long time. But this particular machine is a 4-thread. And I bought it while I was looking after my sick mum. And I thought, well, yeah, gives me something to do when I can't go too far. The same with the other one. My father-in-law was 24/7 care. And then I fell down the stairs and broke my leg. So my husband set it up on the bed, and my father-in-law and I used to just sit down and watch it working. But that was 15 years ago, and a lot's happened since then. I'm also, I just get mesmerised by this. But I'm going to put the binding on a memory quilt that I did for my aunt and uncle who lost their daughter a couple of years ago. And it's just got photos of her in it. I bought some stuff called printable fabric, which you put in your inkjet printer and it prints off photos, and then you can sew them into the quilt. Most of these designs take around the 40-45 minute mark, but then when you finish you can sew them all together and they make a beautiful thing. I've done a lot of quilts and cushions and you name it, I've probably done it. But it keeps me out of mischief. And have you a special craft or skill you'd like to do, or do you like playing games? There we go. We'll cut that bit out now. Yeah, and seeing my husband had his own channel, he said, well, why don't you do it? You enjoy, you know, doing things. Why not share it with the world? So I went, okay. What sort of crafts do you do? And what sort of games do you like to play as well? I'm not into games, although I have played a few. But my sons and my grandkids are into them, as most young ones are. Mention technology and they know the lot. Skyrim, yeah, kids are like that. I think my son's like Skyrim as well. Seems to be very popular. And what sort of a console have you got? Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Okay, yeah. Here, I'm thinking. What am I going to do? What colour's a giraffe? Yellow? Giraffes are more of an orange colour, aren't they? Orange and brown. Maybe brown with orange spots. How about that? Maybe go orange with brown spots. Oh, got Gotta lift me bottom. Because these things keep, this particular one, I don't know why, it keeps coming undone. And where are you utilised? Are you northern or southern hemisphere? Is it day or night? Ah, US, and it's night time. Yeah. We're in Australia and it's 11:30 in the morning. So have you had a good day? And what's your plans for the rest of the weekend? What sort of crafts do you do? It's been great. Yeah, no major plans. Oops, what have I done here? Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it's been a good day. Cooked golden syrup dumplings last night for dinner, along with what did I have for dinner? Oh, Hungarian goulash. None of which is left, I may add. Oh, threading the wrong needle. So then I guess got a plan for dinner tonight. Yes, it is. I don't often eat lunch though. My husband bought me in a chocolate a while ago. That'll probably be my lunch. Then if I'm lucky, he might take me out for coffee later. Ah, yes. I'm used to the time changes. My son used to live in Canada. So, and my granddaughter still lives in Canada. Did you have anything interesting for dinner? I'm actually quite excited about getting all these done, and rice and pork still sounds pretty good to me. I did sweet and sour pork the other night for my family. Sometimes cooking is so boring though. Got to think of something different every day. Although Sunday's my leftovers day. Anybody that wants it can have whatever's left over from the rest of the other days. I call it No Hassle Sunday. Yeah. But you've got to keep the whole metabolism going. Well, that would be my excuse anyway. I have a family that like dessert, particularly apple crumble, apple pie, basically anything with apple. In fact, I bought a box of apples the other day, so I'm going to have to cook them up probably this afternoon. Yeah. I have a great recipe for a beautiful apple pie with all homemade pastry, and which the Americans are great for making apple pie, I know. Actually, there's a funny story about apple pies in my family. My eldest son just loves apple pies. And when he was about 4, I made some apple pies. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Americans are renowned for their apple pies, aren't they? Yeah, and when he was about 4, I made a couple of apple pies. That night I went to get them, and the whole inside had been taken out. And I went, who did this? So John, my son, said, oh, I did, mummy. So I had one left. I made him sit down and eat it, thinking that would sicken him of apple pies forever. No, it didn't. He still loves apple pies. And he ate all that and we missed out. And his children love apple pies as well. I think it must be a hereditary thing. You just can't. Sometimes you just don't know what to do with kids. You sort of think, this will fix them, but it does quite the opposite. But I guess as long as they're eating, it really doesn't matter. It's better than being ultra skinny and, as somebody said to me earlier, being so thin that the wind could blow you away. How is the weather going over there? Is it starting to cool down? It's definitely starting to warm up here. I think my husband tried to make me feel guilty a while ago. It's still warm there, yep. I think my husband tried to make me feel guilty because he bought me his last chocolate. And I'm eating it. Are you in part of the States where it snows? Or is it sunny all year round? It does in winter, yep. Yep. I don't know whether I could survive that. I'm getting too old. The joints are hurting. So what do you do for winter activities? Do you go out skiing or just throwing snowballs at each other? We used to live near the snow a long time ago. Used to take that same child that was mad on apple pies to the snow. And then he used to go, "It's cold." But now I think he'd love to be there. Particularly when it gets really, really hot. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the sad part. Well, the hard part, I guess, because it jams up the roads. It makes the roads really slippery, causing more accidents, I suppose. Do you have to put chains on your tyres? I know when we lived down near the snowfields, yeah, if you wanted to go up there, you had to put chains on them to stop from all the slippering. Actually, there's parts of oh, okay, yeah. Oh, well, that's good. You must have good tread on the tyres. Actually, I read the other day where there's parts of Australia snowing at the moment. We must have a bit of a cold snap, you know, right down south in Tasmania and Canberra and stuff like that. Sometimes this takes a long time, but it's very effective and even sometimes mesmerising, just watching it go round and around, but it's effective in the end. In fact, I don't know that you can see so much. Oh, well, it's other than the chain stitch going around the surrounds at the moment. It's not until the animal starts to emerge that it really looks good. So have you had a pretty good Saturday? Have you done anything interesting? Thank you, and we will talk to you again, hopefully. Have a good night's sleep. Bye. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you again. Bye. Have a good night's sleep. Bye. Finish off my chocky. know whether I should have... While that's happening, I'll go and cut some strips for the binding on this quilt. I'm just going off air for a second and I'll be back. Right. Rather busy, don't I? fun. There we go. Put that on. Sew these together, and yep, and then I can do the binding. Going wonderfully, and it's working great. I've just gone onto there, so yeah, thank you for your idea, and yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but anyway, that's life, I guess. At least I'm not losing the machine now. So how's your day going? going well. Steve was sick the other day, got some allergic reaction, but he's okay now. Usually I stream on a Wednesday morning, or Wednesday morning I spent at the hospital with him. But as I said, the main thing is that he's okay now. Okay. Still, yeah, paper mache. Oh, okay. I reckon you can still put that polyester wadding over the paper mache. It still work. Yeah, absolutely. It'd just probably make it a little softer actually, which would be great. Now I'll go grab the quills off them. Pulling myself out again. Go get the quills off the table. And I'll go from there. What have I done? Yes, it's okay. Yeah, my giraffe's looking okay too. There you go. Could be homemade too, yeah. Yep, you get it Alicia's size, that's all, makes it all the easier. You don't have to do adjustments and all that sort of stuff then. What a cute one. I've never done these designs before. I only bought them the other day because I'm an addict. Addicted to embroidery machines. Yeah. I'll show you the other ones I've done. I did a monkey. A gorgeous monkey. And a tiger. Wouldn't it look great on a little kid's quilt? That's what I'm thinking, anyway. Panda, lion, antelope, and a hippopotamus. We're getting close to having enough of the quilt now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. One more and then the second one. No, I don't think it's an orange book. What colour book can we have? Maybe green book. Yeah, the quilt center is actually going to have words on it that says, reading is like dreaming with your eyes open. It's not tickled my fancy. that I've been doing as well. I guess I'll put this together. Actually, I'm only going to use scraps to put this one together. All the bits and pieces that are left over from all my other quilts. And I call them scrappy quilts. But they look great, and they just use up all the scraps. It saves throwing them away. Believe me, when you do as many quilts as I do, you throw a lot away. Besides having a grumpy bubby, how's everything else going with you? That on there, then I'll go over and see how our threads are going here. There we go, should be pretty right there. Oh, I've run out of bobbin already. Oh no, just the thread. I didn't pull that through. One thing about these things, they're always very colourful. And when you haven't done them before, you can have fun. There we go. Back on that one again, and black. Eyes. It says white. I think the black is the definition. Blue eyes with black. Yeah, cool. Yep, not terrible. Okay, now back to business. I can get my feet out of this tangle. There you go, there's another one finished. Jeez, I'm going like a train. Okay, so that's that one. Up to the center now, I think. And I can work out from there whether I need to do something else. That's the one. Okay, I have to put in this other bit. Oh. Your seats back where they should go. Might be easier. Oh, what happened to ironing spray? There we go. really gone away. I've just gone to get some other things. Pull that one through. Yeah, that ain't living. Yeah, let me know how you go with the mannequin too. I'd love to see it. To take a picture and send to me. What colour should I do? Maybe purple. It's that one. Just use a plain purple, I think. Plain mauve. If I can find one, that is. No, yeah, pretty good match. Uh, There we go. Once again, here we go with the next one. I've done with the scissors. There we go. This should make it better. That's happening. Take that off and trim around it. Where's me other scissors? Oh, there they are. There we go. Now maybe I can trim this one off a bit further. Okay, what colours will we put on that? What am I doing now? I'm doing the centre one, dear Jed. I've done, here, you have a look. I've done the giraffe, oh, you saw the hippo and all that, and I've done the monkey today. Reminds me of you. I'll be inside later. So, how is the racing going? Ah, snapped up big time. Oh. There is no monkeys. There isn't. No. At all. And I think I just stuffed that one up. Why is it doing it differently? I'm wondering. Okay. I'll go to purple on that one. Change it all around completely. No problems, honey. What are you up to, sweetheart? We haven't had any more ginormous crashes or anything like that. I presume you could do that. Yes, I'll pull you out some. That's not going to make you sick again, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. No more oxens. Yeah, I'll get you some buffalo wings out, no problem. Then the rest of them can just have leftovers. We'll go back. And then we'll go forward. Yep. No bananas here because we haven't got any monkeys yet. Cool bananas, Moldoramas. I was just telling a man about your love of apple pies. Actually, we might have to do some of those apples and make crumble or something for tonight as well. Well, this gentleman loved apple pies too. What would you like me to make you? Upside down handy? Have you a request? I can do lots of things and show you. Friend, oh, okay. You upside down, no friends. Why do you have no friends? You don't go out? I don't know. What suggestions? Oh, okay. My mixer name is Crafty Old Women. And I have another friend, which is the other part of Crafty Old Women. But she doesn't get on and stream as much as I do. But she will be coming to my house apparently on Wednesday. Thank you. I think if you're going to be rude, head over the door. Oh, okay. I have made beanies in the past, but not with the other one. I made several beanies for homeless people actually. With a thing called a loom, which is like French knitting that I did when I was a child. Only they didn't have the looms back then like they have now. So what have you been up to, Mary? Hi! I was going to talk to you. Oh God, it's starting to get a bit hot now. Weather's starting to warm up. I'll go back to my memory lane. Take that one off, that one back on. Okay, so where do we go from here? That's that. 3 is that. 4 is. Pink. and bright. That'll do for that one. Two is red. Oh, I don't want red. Yellow maybe? Yeah. There we go. Just had to swap a few things around there. What have we done here? Oh, something or other is locked up there. There we go, around the wrong hoop. There first. I think we're pretty. Hello there, sweetheart. How are you, ducky? How's your day going? How's the rest of the occupants, or haven't you seen them yet? No, what's happening here? Binging on Netflix. Fair enough. Yep. When you got nothing else to do, why not? Marley's good. I'm pleased, yes. And the other one? Or don't you know? Give Marley a big hug for me. Oh, okay, yep. As I said, give Marley a big hug for me. And enjoy your binging. Did you watch any more of that series that you were told about? Are you still laughing? Oh, okay, you finished it. Fair enough. Remind you of anyone? other than the two obvious. Okay. Fuller House. Is that like Full House? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Just wondering. It's incredible how you can see things and possibly he wouldn't. Although, he was told to watch it, so we'll see if he does. But yeah, as we've said, if goldfish can't see, he's in the hole, in the bowl. Ah, okay. I can't really remember Full House, actually. I mean, I can remember the name of it, but I can't remember too much about it. You haven't heard any banging and crashing from inside, other than from Marley? Yeah, I knew that. Oh, okay. Maybe they've run away and joined the circus. Joined the other clowns in the world. Or maybe he's just having a sleep in. Have you been... Yeah. Have you been inside at all today? I mean, for brekkie or anything like that? Yeah, for food, okay. Yeah. At least you're not starving, love. I'd be curious to know if her car's still there. So what's for tea, or is that up to him? He might decide, she might decide to go out again. Right, okay. Yep. Probably about time that he did another shop. Otherwise you're going to run out pretty soon again. Okay. I can understand that, love. I can understand that. I'm just curious, that's all. Guess the thing is, sweetheart, you've just got to do your thing and let them do theirs. Or him do his. Oh, okay, I've run out of bobbin or something's gone wrong. The thread's broken. And as we said before, you can't help those that don't want to. Oh, you've already run out. Great. Maybe you're just going to have to tell him that, love. Yeah. Now that you can cook and stuff like that, maybe just say to him, hey, give me the food money, I'll do the order, I'll sort it all out. Oh, not happening? Did your pay come through? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you put an order in? You sort the order out. If need be, I'll even send you $100. Oh, okay. What? No, you don't want to put the order in, or? Yes, sweetheart, you got to look after you. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to put $100 in so you can get some tucker? You order it today, it should be there tomorrow. And if you're not working, I mean, oh, okay. Well, do you want me to put $100 in your account and you can just go get something? Go and get food. I was thinking of your need and the carrying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I guess it's not going to cost you much more than that for an Uber. All right. Well, how much do you want? Do you want $100 or do you want more? I haven't got my tablet on me at the moment, but okay. How much have you still got in your account? Have you got enough to go and get something and then let me know and I'll replace it? Or did you transfer it all? So I've probably got another half an hour, $60. Oh, that's not going to get you far. All right. What time is it? Hold on a second, I'll go get my tablet and I'll do it. Here. Cool? Yep. Just takes a few minutes, love. Maybe just get some stuff too that you can put in the slow cooker or the whatever. And at least then you've got feed for a couple of days. Put it in the wrong one. Yep, okay. A spoon. I'm in the midst of doing it now, love. Put it in your Canada account. Don't want to do that. Okay, there you go. Done. Give it 2 seconds and it'll be there for you. Alright. Go buy some food. No worries, sweetheart. Not a problem. At least then I know that you're eating okay. And besides that, it'll get you outside for a bit. Okay, but then you still got to rest your knee. Why is that, love? Anything particular happened, or? Well, we all know that. Just a pity he can't see it. Unfortunately, sweetheart, and I don't want to even say it or think it, but maybe he's got to hit rock bottom before he realises, as it knows that we'll all be there for him. Yeah. Yeah. And you know for a fact that she's behind it. don't know what nonsense she's carrying on with. And I think she's still trying to turn him against everybody. It's a possession thing. It's a ridiculous thing. Yeah, he probably doesn't even realise he's been a bit of a douchebag. Will that get you an Uber back home again, or do you have to catch a bus? Yeah, exactly. Okay, love. Yeah, no, just ignore her. I guess that's the best thing. Yeah, he doesn't even realise that, you know, he's been such a pain in the ass, I suppose. Should have said that to God. Yeah, I believe in karma, sweetheart. I believe in karma. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Unfortunately, she thinks she still lives there. Anyway, sweetheart, you go do your shopping, and I'll give you a call in a little bit. When I'm finished here. Yeah. Yeah, darling. Love you too, sweetheart. Bye. Love you too. I apologise for the language of Berserker. He's a very angry young man, and I can understand that. clean up in here soon. Oh. Okay, what are we going to do here? That one and that one can be changed. That one and that one. Okay. There you go. And yep, that'll do. Young man.
That looked nice on well,
Yeah. Nobody on there. How you Okay.
Yeah, come down and get me.
All right. Yeah. Well, 15 minutes. Come on.